No, I got dropped off the time I needed to be. Fire me? Please. Try. You can never replace me. I'm one of one, babe.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Freedom and welcome to my channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. And you already know, period, is one of your favorite baddies to baddies.
Hey, so I got a baddie to bring to the stage right quick for you, okay?
Hey y'all already know this is your girl Freedom and we're doing Baddies USA Chapter 1, Episode 11, okay? So let's get into it. So we're starting back off with Summer and Natalie. Summer kept calling Natalie's phone. And so now we're seeing the scene where Natalie's basically checking Summer like, don't be calling my phone. Because I had somebody that was very, very close to me pass away for the security. And thank you to all the girls that called me when I was grieving, but don't call me about BS. So basically, Natalie made it clear that Summer, the only time that you go hit on my personal line is when there's really an emergency. Don't be calling my phone off of BS because I gave Rolly the initiative to tell people that they cannot perform because they were being booed. Now, there's a lot of people that sitting here arguing about, oh, was Lex booed? Who else was booed? But they did say Big Ivory when she was performing. Now, to the people that was there, they probably like, okay, she wasn't really booed the same exact way, like how they did for Summer. Then on the other end of that, you also have Dolly, who's like F Dolly, F Dolly, F Dolly. So that was another one. And then obviously with Gretch, automatically when she came out, she was booed. Now we see that this episode, this is the second time that they're about to do the Baddies USA tour. And do we think that the girls are going to give what the girls need to give on this tour? Yes or no? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts below, okay? So Summer said, no, it wasn't an emergency. It wasn't an emergency, but it was like, well, she said to her it was because why am I not performing? And I feel like if the whole show is about the tour and doing music and you're not really doing that, of course you want to be out there and stuff like that. So I get where Summer's coming from, but I also get where Natalie's coming from. And yeah, I hope that they at least give Summer a chance because there are other people I think that did worse than her for performances and stuff like that. So the issue that I have is that it's too many conflicting stories. Natalie, on one hand, is saying that Summer is the only one that blew up her phone to talk about BS, but then she's saying that people saying that they don't like the hotel rooms, they don't like who they ride on the bus with, and it's like, so who is making all these complaints? Because you could have easily just said Summer since everybody already don't like her. So who else is calling you with all of this BS? And it's kind of like I feel like it's easy to scapegoat her as the non-likable one, but once again, you still need a villain for the show, and regardless or not, like Summer fully stepped into that role, and she's doing a great job at it in my honest opinion. She did all of these different things. She never got kicked off. I just feel like let her do her. And at some point, she still gets enough respect where Tasiki, certain people can still have a conversation. They're not like, oh yeah, let's fight her, let's fight her. And I just feel like it's a lot of picking and choosing. Now, just because she cares about performing, like I said, yeah, it's the wrong time and place. But let's think about it. Let's really clock it. Summer said out her own mouth the first 2 seasons that she shot, she was grieving because she had to bury a cousin and then she had to bury another family member and she still had to film. And if you work any other job, if it's not somebody that's immediately your family, you don't take bereavements, you don't get no time off of work if this was any other 9 to 5. And so on the opposite end of it, the business don't stop. So I just feel like even though I have a lot of empathy and sympathy for Natalie and what she's feeling, you're only feeling that because you're the CEO or a part boss of the show. But if this was anybody else, if it was Pretty P, anybody else, they left. They didn't get paid, and then y'all talked about them. So I just feel like I just don't like the picking and choosing. But do you think that I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? What y'all thoughts? Okay. So Dolly was like, okay, well, you should address the person that, and let's drop some names because at the end of the day, the person that made you feel that way, you should have that conversation with them. But as we just seen, Natalie already had that conversation with Summer before everybody came. And so Summer whole thing is like all of y'all called. So if all of y'all called, why was it a problem? Because I called. If I sat there and said condolences and stuff like that and went to business, you can't get mad because you're still the boss. And my whole entire thing is like y'all don't say nothing about Tommy. Tommy come in there drunk. She don't remember her set. She messed up her words. She did that. And it's like Gretchen clearly gets booed. Y'all need to make it known, like, and do some kind of something. Like y'all need a hype man. Y'all need real people. Like y'all be having too many yes men and too many stuff going on. Now Fauna, she chimed in. I didn't really like Fauna chiming in or whatever because it's like you are performing somebody else's music at this point, and y'all don't. You Tavii, Sapphire, y'all not real artists, so it's kind of like y'all could have been kicked off the show, and is rather put Summer on. At least she has a song. At least she got music. So it's still like if everybody else could do their thing, then what about the people that actually are trying? And then my whole thing is too is that like if y'all don't really have anybody that's professional to set a show, of course how you expect them to do good if just off of their names and their base, if they never actually perform. Like actually making a song and performing is two different skill sets. And so Lex is like, why you keep bringing my name up? Because they saying something about you, and she's all Summer's saying is that be fair across the board. Even if that was her friend or not, even if Summer's hated or not, that still doesn't take away the fact that Summer has a point. Why is it that certain people are okay to perform and others aren't, but other people across the board are getting booed? Make it make sense. And then it's clear favoritism, because if somebody's not an artist and then they're getting cheered on, how's that possible? Like, yeah, it's about favoritism, and it's like, I don't like that. So Scotty and Jella, they get back, and they basically talking to the girls and everything like that. Her and Lex, they're cool, chopping it up. Fauna, Dolly, Lex, Cold Killer, everybody just chilling outside, just trying to make some conversation and talking it up with Nunu. Um, and it's a little like I wish that they just was able to make different storylines and stuff like that, so that it would make sense if they wanted to be cool. But it's like there was just so much going on with no apologies, too much drama, and it's like, it's crazy to have a enemy, and y'all could have just been really cool and chilling or whatever. Now, some are funny. She like Mariah finally let the hate and shit go, and I respect Mariah because she's older. I like the fact that she was definitely like, like Summer. I like your song. I actually think that you're a baddie and that you belong here. I actually appreciate that because I do feel like she went through a lot, considering getting her hands put on with the security guards and certain stuff, and then she still got to show up and still be a baddie, and then she come with busted lips. She get the people what they want. They want to get fights. She gives them fights, and so this was really, really, really refreshing. And Biggie gave her some kudos too, and I was like, okay, clock it, okay, growth, okay, girls, I love that for them, and that was really, really nice to see. Okay, and so now we're over here with Suki with the good coochie. Okay, for the coochie girls, all right. And the girls, they're about to perform, they're about to do their big one, all right. But what do y'all think? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I definitely did like the fact that they actually had a rehearsal. I feel like that should have been in the beginning. And it's like you got all this going on. Why even rush the show if you not going to probably do a tour? It's like, and I am a visual performing arts graduate, so it's just like, y'all. But they're getting better and better each time that they tour, and I'm really, really proud of the girls and stuff like that. The only person that's really missing is Diamond the Body. Diamond the Body would have shut this whole ish down, but the girls did their thing. Tinkerbella and Cold Killer, they cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, really dope. I like that they able to laugh and stuff. They and just let all that drama go over the song. It was really cool. They're over here trying to tell Scotty what's been happening, what's been going on, what she missed and stuff like that. And here we go. Y'all already know like conversations end up with fist blows. So who you think is going to end up doing it, right? Of course, we got Tavii versus New. Yeah, it is weird because like it seemed like they just over here trying to give Nunu a storyline. Like Tavii over here, like, oh yeah, girl, I'm trying to tell you that your clothes was on the bus. And my thing is like, why y'all sitting here fighting this shit now over a fucking like? Why does it matter? She wanted to check the bus, so she checked the bus. She sat there and was like, oh, okay, Afana let her check her bag. Okay, cool. So her shit was on the bus, cool. But why y'all arguing saying that? Like, why had to be all that? It's just like mad extra. And so they fought 2 rounds. Who do you feel won? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. But I think that it was really, really childish. And whoever do Nunu's wigs is the second time she fought. On her hair is laid and down to the gods. Yeah. And I'm proud. Like, Nunu, don't let nobody ever punk you. Period. So y'all, this is crazy. Now, DJ Sky is crazy. She came in late. Like, girl, you need to be fired for real. Like, that was crazy unprofessional. There's no way that you should be one of the first people there before the show because you need to make sure your set is good. So I don't even like her attitude about it. And then she's like, oh, yeah, you think you can fire me? Yes, I do think that you could get fired. Like, what the F are you talking about? You feel me? So that was that. Now, Gretch, Smiley did good. Gretch goes up. She get booed again. Fauna and them go out. They cheer Fauna, Sapphire, and everybody else. Scotty the Body. And I'm saying to myself, like, if they getting cheered, how y'all over here selectively not want to cheer for Summer? So it's like, we know it's because she's a villain and stuff like that. And, I think that her being in Chicago and then Detroit next, they definitely want to be riding with her. So it's like, let her do her thing. Co-Killer, she did good. I think that she need a little bit more breath control and stuff like that. But overall, like, She did a great job. And I love Coke Killer, period. Yes, clocky, boo, clocky. Anna looks the F good. I love Anna. I think Anna is so pretty. I think she did a great job on her set. And she slayed that. And it's different because she's singing. So I definitely love the how she's able to switch that on and off. After that, I think it was Rolly. Rolly, she really did a good job. Rolly knows how to turn up the crowd, and her music was good. Now Tinka did her thing. Tinka was like, "Nah, Dolly, you lost." And she has Janelle and Jayla dancing, performing with her for her set. And I feel like this is what makes the show fun. These two, because y'all need to have some dancers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever check out my video, yeah, these are little suggestions. And the part two for the tour would definitely be Liddy and his bitch. You feel me? But y'all definitely need Summer for next season because Summer is that girl. Now, I was surprised that Tinka said that she gonna do what the fans say, and so she gonna whatever. So it's always gonna be Dolly, you lost. But she really got the crowd to boo fuck Dolly before Dolly went on the performance. I thought that was hella crazy. Another thing that I respected about not Anna Summer, is the fact that no matter what, some they said that Summer wasn't performing, but she got on there and she performed because she cares enough about her putting herself out there, and I always gonna have respect for the underdog and stuff like that, and building yourself up. So I think like more power to her. But the stars of the show for real is big into Siki. I feel like what's the word? What we doing? They like the way that I'm moving off and down, off Versado. And I feel like I hit the lotto. Like this, the song is fire. The song is catchy. It's dope. I love it, and I will definitely am grateful to see them perform and everything like that. Suki, she did her thing. Lex did her thing, and it was cool as hell. So, what do y'all think about this week's episode, y'all? Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I appreciate you. Peace. So the girls actually go. The last performers was Natalie and Lemmy, and Natalie songs, and definitely Natalie. She doing her big one. I'm really really proud of Natalie. I had the opportunity to meet Natalie, and yeah, she's really really cool as fuck. So yes, clock it, bitch. Yeah, CEO baddie, because doing these videos is very, very draining to the extent because it's so much fighting and in between some of the stuff don't have no real storylines. So I'm like, I need a little bit of motivation. I'm like, the next person I need to meet is Natalie Nunn, and that's exactly who I met. So that really, really helped me to inspire me to do this video. Now, what's so fucking dope about this scene after this all said and done? They get on the bus. I'm thinking like Summer's basically gonna hug Dolly. She's like, "Oh yeah, you got ready to go to Detroit tonight the third." And Dolly sit there and acted all cool. She like, "Yeah," because she was matching Summer energy or hype and shit. Like, "Yeah, we're gonna be cool." She went and Tinker was right behind Summer, acting like she was cool with Summer, and then socked the shit out of Tinker. Made her fall off the bus, and she was just literally just scrapping on the bus, scrapping. But who do you think won? Tinker versus Dolly? Like, comment, share, and subscribe, y'all. So this is the final end of the episode. Thank y'all for tuning in and everything like that. This was a recap with a little bit of my own personal inputs. And yeah, I definitely think that Dolly probably definitely tore Tinker up, okay? Tinker wasn't expecting it, but you don't know what it is. You always got to keep your head in the swivel. Now, next week's episode is going to be really crazy because this is when we're going to see Dolly and Summer fight. And I'm pretty sure after they fight, that's when she's going to expose Lex. And then after that, Lex fights her. And y'all already know what's up. Y'all can check out that video on my page. You're like, F you, nigga, F you. So we'll see. Next week's gonna be killing it, but thank you for tuning in. Your favorite sis piece.